In just a few short years, imagine this, Edmonton will be home to 1 million people, and that'll make us one of Canada's biggest cities. And we're not used to thinking about little old Edmonton that way, but we are one of the fastest growing and youngest cities in the country, and it's really starting to put pressure on us to change and adapt to being a real big city. Now, is there anything you notice changing about our city as it gets bigger? Yeah.
The buildings, there's a lot more buildings being built.
Lots of buildings. They're getting taller too, aren't they?
Yeah.
Anything else you notice?
More like families go out in parks and more cars around.
Lots more people out and about and lots more traffic. Yeah. What do you notice?
More LRTs are being built.
Yeah, more different ways of getting around the city are getting built. That's one of the ways we're trying to plan and build a city for 1 million people and beyond.
Build in and not out.
Build in and not out. We're trying to do that more as well. So those are great answers. Let's hear a story about a young girl who's trying to adjust from moving to a rural community to Canada's biggest city. This story is called From There to Here by Laurel Croza and Matt James. It's different here, not the same as there. There, Dad drove home each day to eat lunch with us. Here, Dad isn't home until supper, and Mum calls it dinner now. There, Dad helped build a dam stretching across the Saskatchewan River. Here, Dad helps build a highway stretching across Toronto. Lanes going west and lanes going east. I've been stuck in traffic on that highway. East. That's the direction we came, from there to here, all the way by train, pulling out of Saskatoon, rattling faster and faster on the tracks, swaying everyone to sleep, except for me, my forehead pressed against the window, listening to the train whistle. Goodbye. I've done that train ride. Every Canadian should do that at least once in their life. There, we lived on a road, a graveled and oiled road carved into the middle of the bush, a road without a name. Here, we live on a street, an asphalted and sidewalked street paved into the middle of the city, a street with a name, Birch Street. I don't see any birch trees. They must be hiding in the backyards behind the fences. There, plenty of birch trees, and pine and spruce and poplar, a forest of trees for a backyard, no fences or front yards. The trailers sat roosted right alongside the road, curtains open. Nobody locked their doors. Here, green grass lawns and flower gardens and driveways first, and then houses, drapes closed. We keep forgetting to lock our door. There, a tarp of twinkle, twinkle little stars hung high above our trailers, and on some nights, a special show when Aurora Borealis shimmered in the sky, swirling and twirling, dancing just for us. Here, no stars, no northern lights. The street lamps in a straight row, standing at attention, glaring down the dark. There, a brush fire upriver, the smell of home. Here, the carpet. It smells new. There, we traveled in a pack, all the kids, so long as we could keep up, down our road, through the forest, past the creek, towards the hill, howling like wolves. Last one to the top is a dirty, rotten egg. Here, Doug has made his own friends, and today they took a bus to the Canadian National Exhibition. Why can't I go? I asked. Because you're not old enough, he said. Well, I'm old enough to watch my little brother and my little sister while Mom unpacks more boxes. My eyes are on Michael, asleep on the couch, and Stephen, stuck to the TV. That's all, folks. and Kathy, cutting and pasting frogs from National Geographic. But my ears are waiting for a knock on the door. Knock, knock. Who's there? Anne. That's who. Anne, who lives kitty corner to me. Anne, who was waiting beside the moving truck the afternoon we arrived. How old are you? She asked. 8, almost 9, I answered. How old are you? I asked. 8, almost 9, she answered. There, only me, my age, on my road. Ready? Anne says. Ready, I say. Here, Anne and me on our bikes, down our street, through the church parking lot, past the apartment buildings towards Yonge Street, and lunch at the Red Barn, pedaling faster and faster. The Toronto air rushes to greet me, tugging up the corners of my mouth. Anne is smiling too. It was different there, not the same as here. Big transition, hey? Mm-hmm. Have any of you moved? Yeah?
More than twice.
More than twice? Change can be really, really tough. And moving from one kind of place to a different kind of place can be a huge adjustment. And as the city grows and more people choose to move here, traffic is getting tougher, but our downtown is getting more exciting, our festivals are getting better and bigger, and construction cranes are lifting our city to new heights all around us. Now, how we respond to all of these pressures will very much determine Edmonton's future. Now, what are some of the things that you think we should do differently? You mentioned transit. What else different should we do as we grow up into a big city? Yeah?
Build inward.
Build inward. Make sure that there's more opportunities for people to live closer. And that's tough because we have to work hard to make that affordable for people too. You have another suggestion?
It doesn't matter, whoever comes to Edmonton should feel welcome.
Ah, fantastic. I love that. We work hard at that, but it's still not true for everybody. Some people still face stigma, even racism sometimes, and we really have to work hard to eliminate that so that every Edmontonian, every family feels uplifted and included in the possibility, and then can give back and do that same thing for the next family that moves here. And I think that's what we see happen in this book. So thanks for reading with me, guys.